the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi, everyone. I'll be right there. Let me just find something. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I had something that I wanted to play for you all, but as always, I can never find where I put my shit. So let me see if I can just find her name somewhere. She was really good at explaining this whole. What is her name? Jamie. Let me try another one. Jamie underscore Jamie. Let me see if I can find her. Underscore Jamie. Here she is. I think. I don't know. It looks like her, but I can't find the thing she did on Nicki Minaj. Let's go back up. Hold on. Maybe I'm missing it. Oh, it might be this. Maybe it's this, but I don't think it is, but I could play it anyway. And I've got some pictures from her channel. Uh, do we have sound? Can you guys hear me? Do we have sound? We've got sound. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good health to everyone. How's everyone's health doing? I know it is cold in some parts of the U.S., some cold in some parts of the country. I know London is cold right now, so everybody's trying to beat this cold weather. And as we're having this cold weather, the solar flares are making us all a little crazy. Has anybody noticed? Like, I'm lethargic. I'm like, oh, I can't. Yesterday, I was so out of it. And I believe it's because of the solar flares. On top of that, it was a fucking full moon or new moon, or one of the moons is like large. That doesn't help me at all. I think it's because of my Scorpio moon. I don't have any Cancer in me, but my Scorpio moon is very much affected by emotional shit. Um, what else was I gonna say? So give yourself some grace if you're tired. Y'all like to push yourselves when you're tired. When you're tired, sit down, go rest in your bed, watch TV from your bed, do anything it takes. Just do not push yourself. Okay? That's the mandate. Do not push yourself. This too shall pass, and whatever is going on, we hope is temporary. Unless we go dark for 3 days because the sun is just tired of Earth. You never know. Earth is the problem, child. But we do have a situation with Nicki and Don Lemon, and I don't think Don Lemon is the one to play with, right? But Don Lemon is absolutely hated by Donald Trump. It's because of Donald Trump that Don Lemon got terminated from his job. I have a theory, you all. I have a theory. I think Trump called Nicki. I think Nicki was blackmailed. And I think Trump said to Nicki, I will not deport anybody and of your family, and I'll even get your brother out of jail, but I need a favor. Now, the reason why this hit me is because yesterday with Jake Lake, in one of the videos that I saw, Jake said, I'm only doing this because Donald Trump asked me to do it. And I was like, oh, this isn't Jake making a stink. He's being ordered to do whatever he did and got like terminated by the public. So then I started thinking, who else could this be happening to? And then I thought of Nicki. And Nicki would be like the perfect target, right? Because she's an immigrant. She's not hiding anywhere. We all know where her $20 million mansion is located. She has a pedo husband, a pedo brother, and there are some other legal issues. And I think she had no choice. Now, does that excuse any of that? Absolutely not. Because in this day and age, Nikki, you could go back to Trinidad and live like a fucking queen. And your people would embrace you. They would be like, girl, you made it. We know you're back here, but you're going to live like a queen on this island, right? And she would still be able to tour. Like, why are you fighting so hard to stay in America? Except that maybe her husband can't follow. That's the only thing I could think of, right? But I have a funny feeling Nikki has been coerced into going against her own people, her own culture, and was basically blackmailed. And I feel bad for you because I wonder if I would be forced to do something like that, and would I? Right? I can't say if I would or would not. I think that would be dangerous. But I pity the folks that puts themselves in a position where they could be blackmailed to do something that goes against everything that they believe in. And you hated Trump in the beginning, Nikki. And to now turn on the gays that made you? I just want to say, wow. Just wow. So let me say hello to everyone. Hi, Brown Sugar. Good health, good health, good health. Hi, Jenny G. Good health. Sweets Carmel. Hi, good health. Incognito. Good health. I got no water. Steven. Hi, Steven. How are you? Melissa Cates. Good morning. Good health. Melissa Cates. How are you? Kiona Johnson. Hello, everyone. Hello, Kiona. Good health. Ada. Good health, sweetie. How are you? Let me see. Okay, perfect, perfect. Charm. Okay, hold on, Charm. Trying to get you. Charm. Don Lemonade. Red Miss Minaj for Phil. Yes, he did, Charm. Good health, Charm. Hi, Noel. Good health, Tracy. Hey, chat. Noel also says, Tracy, I think you're right because why would Nikki even speak on Don? That's what? That didn't make any sense. The feud. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm like, Nikki, we're trying to get over TPS USA, Trump Problems USA. We're trying to get over that. And we almost made it out the woods, Nikki. We almost made the clearing. And you go back in the water with the sharks. And you say, Don Lemon sucks things. And it's like, what? We almost forgot, Nikki. Like, the good thing about Americans is that we are really stupid Americans. We almost forgot your faux pas with TP USA. We almost forgot. And now we're back again. It's like, no, not Nikki. Did she bring her IG back? Let's check. How's she gonna talk about Don Lemon? Did she bring her IG back, or was it on TikTok this time? I'm so confused. I think not enough of you are blocking her. If 10 million people don't block this bitch, like, I'm mortified that she even has a space to say something. I'm mortified. All right. Is her thing back? Let me play this first and then I'll look to see if her thing is back. Oh my god, guys. So, someone once sent me a video that said if you do not have strong knees, you're probably going to die early. Well, I have really got to build up my knees because they hurt like hell. I've been doing hard labor for my age, and I've been keeping up with the Joneses. One thing, don't fuck with this woman. I keep up with the Joneses, but I really need my knees to be stronger. So I might have to join a gym to use those exercises that helps, you know, build up the knee. I'll figure it out. I can also use my own body weight by doing squats. I could do that too for a minute, at least to start. Uh, Power on. Gather good speaker. Bluetooth pairing mode. Your Bluetooth device is connected.
But Nicki Minaj might actually lose her house this week. My name is Jamie, and I've been working in crisis communications my entire career, and Nicki Minaj is unraveling. So this is not a ruling. It's a motion and a notice of hearing, asking the court for permission to do something. They're asking the judge for a forced sale of Nicki Minaj's mansion. The judgment creditor is the person that won the lawsuit and is owed money. Judgment debtors are people that lost the case and need to pay it. Because homes have special legal protections, a court order is required in order for it to be sold. The original request was actually for over $700,000. The judge trimmed it down to just over $500,000. But girl, your wig collection is more than $500,000. Like, what are we doing? Nicki Minaj is an incredibly emotionally articulate person. She's not dumb. She's just not well. One of the things that happens as a crisis communications manager is that we are dealing with people that are incredibly scared. But the key is for them to recognize that they need the help.
Yeah. I really believe that this crisis that Nikki is in, and this meeting with this Kirk girl that is so happy that her husband is dead. I've never seen anyone be publicly happy. Like quietly, a lot of women are like, oh, and it's like, oh my God, thank God. Oh, I don't have to worry about his smelly ass anymore, you know? But this woman is like doing like cartwheels. She's so happy. Um, yeah, well, you're young enough to fix it, right, Noel? You're young enough to fix it. I'm in my 60s trying to fix something that I think I can fix, right? But one of my clients in my tarot class sent me like a video, and the video was like, if your knees are not good, you will die early. It's an indication. I don't know if that's true, but how about if we all get on that? Let's all fix that by exercising. And the best way to exercise it, I guess, is by doing squats. There's this whole thing now. I see it. I don't know if y'all get the same thing I get, but Tai Chi exercising, that seems very interesting. My good friend Jason does Tai Chi and very much involved in that type of movement, which is it's a beautiful movement, but apparently it's also good for exercising. All right, let's get on it, right? Let's get on it. I wonder if I just do like 10 squats a day. I think I need to do squats before bedtime too. I also have a thigh master, but I put the thigh master at my knees, and I think that might help strengthen my knees too. No, I don't see an impeachment, and I don't care what anybody says about them crying about impeachment. There's no votes for impeachment. There's no votes. You remember the last time they impeached him 3 times. 3 times they literally impeached him. Um, those votes came, the articles came, the votes came real fast. It's not going to be about impeachment this time. That's how I know this is a lie. We can't impeach him. We have to remove him. If we remove him, then we remove all of his cabinets. That would mean that J.D. Vance could not become president. If they're not discussing removing him, but discussing impeaching him, everyone's lying to the public. It is not enough just to remove this guy. But they don't have the votes to do that. So, whatever goes on between now and November, first Tuesday in November, I would say don't believe anything. If anything is going to happen, it's going to happen after November, after all of Congress is sworn in. So, when does Congress get sworn in? In January? That's when you might see the impeachment, one, removal of office, two, and that it actually can happen. Now, for the grace of God, there goes Renee Gold, Renee Good. There, but for the grace of God, because her death has angered many white folks. So if they never cared about a Mexican in their lives, which I'm not saying that that's not the case, but let's just say that's the case. When a white girl got hit, whoever was on the fence about him is mad as hell. And they will not elect a Congress that will fuck their state over and continue to let him annihilate their own people. Now, whether or not they cared about black people, whether or not they cared about Mexicans, I don't know. I can't speak for them. I'm just saying color speaks very loudly when a white person gets hit in a gun in a with a gun by ICE. It speaks differently. And my prayer is that Renee did not sacrifice not being here, did not sacrifice leaving her child, which I'm sure that was not her intentions, to go up into the big sky in heaven, because she's in heaven, for you all to disappoint and not do the right things. And this takes time. Doing the right thing is not necessarily automatic. As a cultural group, it's slow building. It's not necessarily, oh, I'm gonna do the right thing. No, you gotta be told over and over and over until there's this like rumbling. And then come November, everybody's gonna be like, I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna do the right thing. We'll see. We'll see. It matters. What happens to him is going to be due to white people. Because remember, except for that one guy that helped Jake, we're not participating. We've had 400 years of slavery. We've had strange fruit. We've had, 3 or 4, 5 Lake Laniers throughout the world. We have the Tuskegee Airmen. We've had our black children fed to alligators. The reason why we say good morning, and I want you all to start figuring out that this is a slave mentality phrasing, good morning is because it's the day after us selling our children and our husbands. And then the plantation owner would come over and they will say, did you have a good morning? Did you cry well? Because now we got to get to work. But we gave you a moment to cry because you lost your 12-year-old. And we've got to wake up from, conditioning. Because if you wake up from the conditioning, you just wake up, Black folks. That's why so many of us are like, we're not doing anything. That's why 92% of us women voted correctly. And we're not even mad that Kamala didn't get in. We're saying, but we did the right thing. So we're throwing our hands up. So when we say do not shop at Target, when we say do not shop at Walmart, we're not kidding. But many of us don't have the slave mentality that's still out there. That's why I'm so adamant when I say good health, good health. And sometimes I slip up because it's conditioning. Sometimes I'm like I feel like good morning is a good thing. Good morning, morning. But that's not what it was meant for. It was meant for mourning. Did you mourn? My ancestors mourned enough. I'm drinking coffee. I'm relaxing. I'm going to nurture my knees. I'm not even going to be angry. I'm very proud of Minnesotans. I'm very proud of the wake up. There's going to be more wake up. We need to get them in the Midwest, in the countries of like Oklahoma and Kentucky, Tennessee. Y'all need to wake up. The man does not like poor whites. It is not a white thing. He don't like you either. And we've got to wake up. We've got to wake up to the conditioning of hatred that you all have for us, the ignorance that you all have for us, and the fact that you all don't even want to educate yourself on all the inventions that Black people have contributed. Nobody would be driving effectively had it not been for a Black man. GPS, a Black woman. This is just to name two. Maybe we'll do a video on everything that we use every day. I don't know. It's not about impeachment. It's about people waking up and really protecting one another. Like really protecting one another. So when y'all are done with Renee Good and understanding what this all feels like from a white perspective, where they could just gun down a white woman, come over to our side and start understanding the Black culture. And don't dance like us. No one can match us, not even the Koreans. But start saying, oh my God, I didn't know that a Black man invented, and be like, yeah, what else did you find out? Because we're not going to stop at one. But I will challenge you. I will challenge you to pick one invention that a Black person created a week. I'm not even going to ask you to do a day because it's too much. Do a week. And within that week, tell others, tell your other white folks. Did you know? I mean, I don't know how I got off on a tantrum, but it's not too hard for me to get off on a tantrum. Why do they keep doing this? Light traffic signal, Garrett Morgan. Home security system, Marie Van Britton Brown. Um, Elevator safety, Alexander Miles. Blood bank, Charles Drew. Um, automatic gear shift, Was that a thing? Was that a problem years ago? Richard Spikes. Being able to communicate on the railroad. That was the only form of communication other than the damn buggy. Granville T. Woods. Oh, Garrett Morgan also created the gas mask. Oh, that's really cool. Um, the mop, Thomas Stewart. Oh, look at this. Peanut butter or different uses for peanut butter, George Washington Carver. Pencil sharpener, J.L. Love. Um, oh, look at this. Refrigerated trucks. Interesting. We wouldn't get any food if it wasn't for a refrigerated truck. Frederick McKinley Jones. And the list goes on. The list goes on. Some of these lists are air conditioning, Frederick M. Jones. Let me see. Blood plasma bag, Charles Drew. Clothes dryer. Is that the electric clothes dryer? George T. Sampson. What are these people? Let me see. I want to post something for you all, but they done made this list. Oh, maybe this will help. The Lantern, Michael C. Harvey. Really? Lawn sprinkler, John H. Smith. Let me just post this and maybe you all can see it for yourselves. And this is just a little bit that maybe white folks can help educate themselves. This is just one part of it. And then maybe you can educate yourselves on after you learn, some things about Black people. We're not asking for much, y'all. We're just saying do better. Then you could learn about all the atrocities that has happened to us. Because that's what's really mortifying, all the atrocities. And Holocaust ain't got nothing on us. Nothing. Yeah. Trust and believe. So here are just a few things here. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger for y'all. I'll make myself small. I will reduce myself to nothing. Let's see. So that this could be made bigger. Add to stage. There you go. Just a few. Fire escape ladder. These are things we're taking advantage of in the modern day time. But we would have to have this invention to get to the modern day time. Mailbox. It's crazy. The record player arm. Oh, I love that. I'm from the record player days. Stethoscope. Oh, look at this. Thomas A. Carrington. Well, we know about straightening comb, child. If you Black, you know about Madam C.J. Walker, child. Street sweeper. Look at that. Charles B. Brooks. All right. No, I don't believe that, madam. I don't believe that. I don't believe our history is going to get replaced anyway. I think we are at a reset, and I think we are way too intelligent to allow anything to dissipate on us anymore. I think that we didn't have the internet back in the day. I think it's easy to was easy to erase us, but Why would you allow any of this to be erased anymore? So, seriously, madam, it's up to you. That's what you're saying. Okay. Ugh, when y'all miswrite, our contributions will never be erased regardless. Yes. You know why? Our DNA sticks. Our DNA sticks. There is something about a black DNA that is crazy good. Maybe his body will do for us what we can't do for ourselves. Whose body? Tracy, impeachment coming. Okay, so I got there. So getting back to this question, no, there'll be no impeachment until we get a new Senate and the House. All seats are up for sale. I didn't mean it that way. All seats are up. So what's going to matter is replacing all those seats with blue. Maybe his body will do for us what we can't do for ourselves. Whose body, sweets? Good health, Tanya. Good health, sweetie. Good health. Good health, Valerie. Good health, 1D. Hi, Big Game Chicks. How are you? Thank you so much. If anybody wants a reading with me, please, please come get me. Come call me for a reading. Maybe his body will do for us what we can't do for ourselves. His body? I don't know what that means. Oh, oh, my address? Hi, Nick. Hold on, let me get my address down for my relative. In case you did not know my last name, it's Tracy Brown. Say it again. I'll tell you, go to town. All right, I'm over myself. All right. Somebody wants to know my address. Mm-mm. All right. Working on a case for class, but listening. Oh, okay. All right, sweetie. Thanks, Noel. Maybe he'll naturally. Oh, that's what you were saying? I, here's what I'm going to say to that. Here's what I'm going to say to that. I'm never a fan of wishing anyone their demise. That's that's just me. I'm telling you, he was chosen by God to sit at the helm. And this has been a wake up call for not just Americans. Look at the fucking world. Europe is petrified right now that he could do something to cancel all of the NATO agreements, which we should have known because he didn't join NATO the last time he was in here. And for some reason, I gotta check my memory, but I don't remember Biden getting back into the NATO. Some weird shit going on. Anyhow, I don't wish it. And yet I know he is annihilating everyone. But I still don't wish it. I think that if God chose him, then there's a reason. If Renee Good had to die, there's a reason. I think that from what I'm hearing from Sasha Rowley, there's been some really, really, really bad stuff out there in his history. And yet he still became president. And that tells me that it's not about him. That tells me that there are some powerful people backing him. Which brings me to Nicki's home. That's what that brings me to. That brings me to Nicki's home. Is she going to benefit from all these powerful people? But let's look at some video with her attacking Don Lemon.
Don Lemon absolutely destroyed Nicki Minaj. And he didn't even try. Like, he wasn't even really trying. Yeah, Nicki, you don't have the sauce no more, friend. You are a hip-hop icon, a musical icon. Greatest woman rapper of all time. But friend, you are well out of your depth. There's no way you going this hard for white supremacy unless there's a specific reason. Friend, it's very obvious you are fighting to...
What the fuck happened? Why do y'all make these videos that don't finish? I really need you content creators to do better. Help me to help you. Do better. All right, I'm over it.
Why is Nicki Minaj calling for Don Lemon to be arrested as if she's a U.S. citizen? As if she came into this country legally?
Mm. Can anybody answer that question?
John, what do you mean a judge in a couple of days is about to rule on whether or not Nicki Minaj is going to get her house sold to pay the security guard that her husband punched? Meanwhile, she on the internet calling Don Lemon everything but the F slur. Good thing I ain't one to gossip, because I would be on here telling people about that. Because it's funny, ain't it? Allegedly, the judge is making the ruling in 2 days. He will decide whether or not Nicki Minaj's house will be sold from under her. I'm not telling nobody how to spend their time, but if I were Nicki Minaj, I wouldn't be trying to pick fights with journalists over who even knows what it was about. But that seems like a pretty serious thing. I didn't know about the previous thing, but it all sounds very complicated and messy, and it seems like that man that she's married to gets her into a lot of unnecessary red tape.
I'm sorry, guys. I really had to make another cup of coffee. So I apologize. Let me just wipe this down. Wipe it down. Wipe it down. When I do something real fast, it just gets all over everything. So, what y'all got to say? Oh, I was like, this doesn't taste so good. Now I see why. Okay. Working. Okay. The video blogger misspoke. Nicki Minaj could never be. I know. I saw that part. It was like the greatest rapper. I heard that part. I was like, I was like, I can't speak on rap because I don't listen to rap. But it felt uncomfortable. And if it felt uncomfortable, it ain't true. You absolutely right, Tom. Bless that video blogger who must have been a former Nicki Minaj fan, but the greatest rapper of all time? Not. She wouldn't even have a career if little Kim didn't pave the way for her. Fuck that bitch. Greatest rapper of all time. I think not. All right. All right. Clock that tea. One Deep says, clock that tea, Charm. Greatest rapper. Get the fuck out of here.
Don Lemon has been in nonstop antics ever since he left CNN, Exhibit A, and now he's going viral again. So an attorney for Wigs R Us says they're looking at bringing criminal charges against Don Lemon. Don, do you have your lawyer ready? Over the weekend, Don Lemon was in Minneapolis, doing boots on the ground coverage, interviewing protesters, and during the stream, they said they're about to pull up into a church and interrupt worship because the pastor was allegedly one of the HBICs at the Frozen Water Agency, so they pulled up to the church. The administration says that Don knew what was about to happen because he interviewed the protesters beforehand, and he still went in as they went in. And so they're saying that he was a part of the conspiracy, knew about the conspiracy, and furthered the conspiracy. And so they're about to press charges because it's illegal to intentionally interfere with people exercising their right to worship. The other side of that is, look, was Don participating or was he just documenting and being a journalist? Because on the stream, he was very clear. He was like, I am not with these people. Please be clear. I am just chronicling this. I am a journalist and this is journalism. So to me, these criminal charges feel like a stretch. I think Don can definitely beat this one, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
Hey, how's it going? Macy's is closing down. We're working at the Northeast Connecticut China Growth that's opening up down south in Charlotte. Have you guys seen the monks in Charlotte? Have you seen the monks? I don't really care about Macy's. I think Macy's should shut down. I think Macy's clothes are old and they should shut down. But have you seen the monks in Charlotte? Are they there yet? Stay focused. Stay focused. I think Macy's should shut down. All right, over it. She did not call Nikki Wixer. Oh my God, that's too funny. Well, I want you to notice other things besides Macy's closing down. Macy's should close down. Don't even give me Macy's history. Them motherfuckers didn't hire black people for years. So don't get me started. Their clothes are old. They're meant for people in my age bracket that want to go to church every day. No. Macy's, okay, bye Macy's, bye. But if you tell me that you went and found them damn monks that are running through your town, I would be more impressed with that. Not impressed with anybody telling me that Macy's is closing down. Listen, in a minute, we're all going to be dressing Kanye West. Black with those bubble, ugly sneakers, shoes, socks, slippers. We're all going to be dressing Kanye West. Watch. Mark my words. Mark my words. There's going to be a war soon. There's not going to be any clothes to buy. Fuck Macy's. All right, I'm over it. No, it's okay for you not to know. I'm not saying that. I forgive my anger. I stay in anger mode. That's where I'm constantly at. I'm just trying to say we got to stop worrying about, and it's not you, right? It's not you. I do this for a living. Following dumb shit is what I do for a living. It's not your fault, right? I'm the same one that talked about leave the things alone, Desmond and Christie bullshit. right? So no, it's not you. It's all of us. We've all got to figure out a way to balance in trash with some good stuff. So I'm just saying, fuck Macy's. I hope they do close down and go find the monks because they're in your town. If monks were in my town, I would be chasing after them motherfuckers. I would want to get like the light. And if you got the light, then you would be like, fuck Macy's. You would be just like me. Fuck Macy's. All right. Hmm. But seriously, they should be closing down. They're not servicing the community anymore. Hi, Aquarius. Don't worry. Don't listen to me. I just go through anger stages. Can we get up the likes? Yes. Can we get up the likes? I love to be angry. It's my jam. Other content creators, they're just the nicest of people, and they do what they need to do for likes, and I just angry. Period. But I did stop being less angry, but as of lately it's been coming back kind of rough for me.
I thought Nicki would be taking a break to start the year because of how the year ended for her last year, but I was wrong. And this time she's coming for Don Lemon and saying that he needs to be put in jail. For those of you who are unaware, the reason that she thinks that Don Lemon needs to be placed in jail is because he was doing his job and covering a story as a journalist in Minnesota. Don Lemon was covering a protest that was happening outside of a church because the pastor of the church, I believe, is in support of what is going on in Minnesota. Now, that seemed to piss Nicki Minaj off because she is on this whole Christian tour where she is celebrating Christianity and wanting people who in any way are disrupting Christianity to be persecuted, I guess. But my question is, and will continue to be, is whether or not you believe that people who are of the Christian faith should be supporting what is happening. And I know the answer to that question might be yes, given the fact that Nicki Minaj sat in front of Erica Kirk and praised everything that was happening with this current administration. A lot of this just feels like one big contradiction, if you ask me.
Who just came on? I'm under the belief system spiritually. My belief system, my spiritual belief system is that Nikki got a phone call. Nikki got a phone call and was threatened and was like, you either do this or you will get deported or you're going to lose that $20 million house. Your choice. And I feel like she was like, I'll say anything. I'll say boys should be boys. Is that what she said? Something like that. And now she's going after Don Lemon because her case is in a couple of days. I think she is having media training to say the right things. And I think she's an immigrant. And I think they threatened her. They, meaning Trump. And the reason why I came to this conclusion, I mentioned in the beginning of the video, a lot of what I say, when you guys come on, you don't hear the most important part because I do get it out in the beginning of the video before I forget. The reason why I say this is because of Jake Lang. Because in a video that I saw, crying, he literally said, I'm only doing this because Trump asked me to. And that got me to thinking, who else has Trump asked to do something that's been acting really weird? Nikki. I love that. Tracy, you're not angry. You're nice, nasty. I love that. Nice, nasty is an old Southern term, you know? My grandmamas, they were nice, nasty. And I'm in that age bracket of having inherited that. So good for you. That's exactly what it is. They will dump her like they did all the other tokens they have spent. They will dump her like they will Diddy. And who's on tour right now for MAGA? I fucking hate them too. Nelly and who else? Nelly and Ludacris. How did we lose both of them? How did we lose them? Are they in debt? That I don't know. I just don't know how we lost them. They're on some MAGA tour right now. Oh, we'll watch their lives fall apart. Remember, drink coffee.
What is going on with Nicki Minaj?
Christianity is central to all of this, right? That was really the thing, the first domino where she very publicly started to support President Trump.
I didn't know that was a TMC segment. I can't put TMZ on. All right, guys. Let's do a reading, but I didn't get my cards, so let me go get my cards. And I just want to see if the judge sells her home or orders her home to be sold. So hold on. She owes $500,000. She has a $20 million home. She's not paying her bill like Tasha K's not paying her bill to Cardi B. The question is, why? Go on a good tour and pay this man back, but she's not doing it. So let's just see. All right, guys, I am trying to go healthy again. Ooh, since my sister died, my diet has not been good at all. So I'm slowly getting back into um, eating better. And tonight I am eating sliced cabbage that I'm cooking right now. Then I'm going to saute some fresh mushrooms. Get it nice and sauteed and juicy and add like oregano and thyme. What else might I add? Doesn't matter. I'm going to put cheese on the sliced cabbage that's baking right now. I'm going to add cheese, but I'm going to add cheese tonight. I don't need to add it. I'm just cooking the cabbage right now. And then add the sauteed mushrooms. And I do have a slice of beef to eat with it because I'm weaning myself off for beef, but it has not been easy. It hasn't been easy. So it's sliced cabbage with mushrooms and cheese and green beans and a little bit of a steak. That will be my dinner tonight. Ludacris, he dropped out of the tour, but the fact that he went in, ugh, I hate him. Why did he drop out? Because they weren't going to pay him, were they? I bet them dumb asses were not going to get paid. What do you think? Yes, I think they're morally corrupt. Look at what's happening to P. Diddy, and you know he already gave Trump some money. You know he deposited some money in the MAGA bank. And Trump is still like, no, not enough. And even TMZ was like, he's getting out, because TMZ is all MAGA and shit. That's why, that's another thing. I do not trust TMZ. Mm-mm. And you guys know about The Simpsons, right? The guy that owns The Simpsons was on the MAGA list. So all that inside intel and making a cartoon of it, he already knew. Guess who else? This is a whole predicted it. Remember, I kept saying in yesterday's reading, I'm like, David Beckham, there's a problem. There's something with Epstein, but nobody said anything. So I'm like, could it be a problem with Epstein? Well, it turns out a mistress came out, right? So I said, well, I missed the mistress, but I realized why I missed the mistress, because it wasn't known to us. It was known to the UK. So that can't be a predicted it if she was already out there, right? But the Epstein thing is not out there. David Beckham is on that list. And how I got that is because they said he was knighted, which brought me to Andrew, which brought me to William's pegging, which then said to me, Kate's about to get a divorce because William likes to peg. And that other woman, Rita Rose or whatever, she's going to wind up being his beard so that he could peg, but Kate would not allow it. So now he doesn't have to have the children 24/7. He could have Rose. Rose is going to be the pretend girlfriend. He gets to bring people back at the house where there are no cameras to openly peg. Which brought me to David Beckham. You gotta follow the dots inside my head because it is wonky. It's like, and it all connects. The spiritual dots inside my head. Y'all gonna get lost up in there. Up in there, up in there. All right, I'm over myself. What? What? Good for the fans. Yes, good for the fans. I'm loving it. Good. Little bitch. Good. All right. Will Nicki lose her house? Will the judge order her house to be sold? And is that her only asset, her house? See, that's when you know you're dealing with a dumb black person. Is that her only asset? And if you're paying $20 million, or if you have a house that's worth $20 million, how much is landscaping? How much is taxes? See, dumb niggers, man. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pull one more. 3. All right. It's not wonky. It's serious. It's very serious detective work. Very serious. And Deshaun Sterling, you're so right. I think it's best for Macy's to close down. Fuck Macy's. Fuck all of them. Like everybody. All right. I'm over myself. Hi, Marlene. Hi, how are you? All right, if anybody wants a reading with me, contact me. 213 7408. 213-458-7408. I am available all day. So, any concerns, questions, I got you. All right, let's lower the stage. Dear God, talk to me about Nikki. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Nikki's your child. She's your love. She is your beloved. Father God, please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name, I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. Let's lower the stage. Um, well, let's start with the house is not worth 20 million at this point. It's not worth 20 million. It's not worth 20 million, sweetie. I think she is going to be forced to sell this home. Um, I think the love of the home is actually bleeding her dry. I think the home is very expensive outside of the cost. I believe time is up. I believe, yes, it is going to sell. Um, I think that whatever she had planned to use the house for family, um, it's going to be taken away. This is the law. I get a waiting period, so she might be given some time to sell it. Like it has to go on the market by next February or in 6 months. I mean, this happens in divorces all the time. The house is not worth 20 million though, guys. She may she may let me see. Hold on a second. How much is Nicki Minaj house worth? Worth today? She purchased it at 19.5 million in 2022. They're saying it's worth 20 million now. I don't believe that. It was appraised at 20 million, purchased at 19.5. A court is considering forcing its sale to satisfy a judgment for over $500 owed to a security guard assaulted by her husband. Equity, after subtracting the mortgage and homestead exemption, the sale could yield, ready for this? 6 million. Covering the judgment, says court filing. So, does that mean she can have 6 million in her hand? Because she would have to give back. It depends on how much cash she put down, first of all. Um, would a home like this, would you just buy cash? Would there be a mortgage on a home like this? Or would it be cash, period? Because it says considering, after subtracting the mortgage, so there is a mortgage, and homestead exemption. I don't know what a homestead exemption is. The sale could yield about 6 million. Yes. Well, I think that's the newest thing, is to put property in a trust. She probably will lose her home. Nikki's a Sag. It's hard to find a Sagittarius who ain't home. I did not. I am not co-signing anything that anyone says. See, you about getting me in trouble, Charles Pagan. No, no, you're not about to do it. Now I got to put up a disclaimer. The comments is the comments of their own accord. I am not involved. Oh my God. Please contact Charlie Pagan. Please. Thank you, Vid Game Chicks. For your own personal reading, text 213-458-7408. Vid Game Chicks is a Sag. My grandson is a Sag. You better. Charlie, you better. You got me laughing, but I'm not co-signing. But I did think it was funny. Lord have mercy. There's a Sag out there you don't like. Say it. Say it, Charlie. Say it, Charlie. There's a Sag out there you have problems with. Oh my God. Dear sir, I am not homeless. Oh Lord. Here come my Sag. I'm a Sag. It's really hard to go something we really, really, really don't want to do. Oh, okay. Let me see. Homestead exemption helps decrease taxes on your primary home. Oh. Ooh, look at you with 60 acres of land. Lord have mercy. Oh, that's a good thing. Tracy, is that true? I don't know. I never know. See, Charlie, look what you did. Now they want to know my opinion. I don't know. I've never seen it. Ain't never said it. Won't never say it. I don't know. I did laugh, but you could tell Charlie got a problem with a Sag out there. Charlie, you done changed the whole trajectory of this reading. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Oh Lord. I'm a Sag moon and I am experiencing homeless. Well, what? Are you a Capricorn? Oh, Capricorn queen. Well, there are circumstances in this day and age that could bring you to having the experience of being homeless. Remember, Capricorn, everything you go through is a learning curve. How did you get there? And make sure you don't repeat the very same things that brought you to being homeless. It's a learning curve. You'll get out of this, but you have to remember that if you're not going to be homeless, you don't ever let anyone control your rent or mortgage. And that's on God. Loss meaning custody, circumstances, and or personal things could make that happen. Yeah. Sag moon. Yeah, Melissa, I know you've been through some things, but I'm thinking you came out of it. At least you got that divorce child, so that's good. So I'm thinking you lost custody of your two children. That just means you had a narcissistic husband. and you were way too trusting, and he fooled you. That's all that means. And I know what happened to you. And you didn't have family that had your back, or else you would not be homeless. You don't have family, right? All right, Lord have mercy. Well, I'm sorry you're going through that. Oh, that was you, Tom. Homestead exemption means that they cannot use a home that you live in to pay for a debt. Oh, interesting. Is that why it has to be sold then? All right. Also, okay. So let's lower the stage a little bit more and let's look at these cards that were extra. I get a water sign man, I get a earth sign, and I get the Fool card. I think whoever Nikki has been talking to about saving her home or even paying her income to work these events or to say something out loud. I think she's been talking to two men, but Nikki, they're tricking you. All conversations point to a lie. Look, they're tricking you. Let me take you down, Tom. Hold on a second. Oh, they're tricking you. Like P. Diddy, like Ludacris, like Nelly, you are the fool. And this is indication of being homeless. This is someone that has left their home out for a new adventure, but this dude lives on the street and he's taking it all in. Most times he's happy, because he's not under the confines of like all the rules of his parents. That's what this usually means. But if it's about adulting, this also means that I'm thinking, to be honest with you, Nikki, I don't think you can afford your home. I think your home is very expensive to maintain. I think your electric bills, your water bills are way too high. Um, I think that even when you go on tour, you make 50% of the income. I also think the tours are tiring, and half the times you can't go on some of these tours because your husband can't even go with you. And I think you're afraid to leave your husband behind because you think he will boink another little boy or girl. I think you have to keep your eyes on your husband, and that's why you pick places that a judge will say, yeah, he can go there with you. I think you don't trust your own husband. I also think you have to bring your child with you because I don't even think you trust your husband with your child unless you're there. I think if your home is worth 19 million, you can't afford any of your bills that come through. Not the landscaping bill, not the electric bill, not the water bill. I don't know what other bills comes with it. I think if you net 6 million, I think you could be down to 2 million once you really, really pay all these bills. So in the words of Charlie, you about to be homeless. I get it. Thank you, Tom. Tom is educating us. So the homestead exemption is supposed to protect people from being forced to sell their home to pay a debt, but it only applies to a certain amount. Nicki's home may exceed that amount. Nicki Minaj, she's definitely getting tricked. Absolutely. And they're using her as a mouthpiece to get black people on board to vote Republican. That's basically what it is, so they can get tricked as well. Thank you. You're absolutely right. I agree with you about her husband. Her husband will keep her bound to tragedy. Why is she so tied to him? I agree with you about her husband. So spiritually, there is a spiritual, like, this is a soulmate tie. And it doesn't matter if it's a Shakespearean ending, right? This is a soulmate tie. And whatever happened in the past, somebody broke their agreement, which I'm thinking it was him. They're back together to make sure they finish it this time. Finish what? Because I think if somebody boinks a child, we got to die again in order to come back and try it again. But I'm not sticking around nobody that does that. Nobody. Oh, Capricorn, you're going through something. Capricorn, it's understandable if you're homeless. You're going through something. And my prayer is that you're getting counseling. I'm so sorry. Starting over is for you being emotionally still. Just every day is starting over. So just give yourself some grace. You're going through it. I'm so sorry for your loss, Capricorn. It's a lot. Oh, Nikki's going to learn her lessons. And her lessons are financial. She's going to learn her lessons. She's going to learn her lessons because she turned her back on her Trinidadian people. She's going to learn her lesson when she turned her back on little Kim. Like, there was no reason for there to be a rap um, complication between her and little Kim. They just should have been the two baddest bitches out there. Nicki Minaj literally helped little Kim to augment her body and get fillers and do all kinds of crazy things because she didn't feel good about herself, and it didn't help with Nicki calling her out publicly. I wouldn't want to be called out publicly on no rap song. Nicki's got karma to pay. Because here's the thing with little Kim. Have we ever seen little Kim be evil? I mean, right now she looks like a munchkin, and you can't help that right now. But Nicki is happy that she ruined herself. But have we ever seen little Kim call out anybody? I could be wrong because I don't do rap. Y'all got to let me know. Has little Kim ever called anybody out? Not in defense. My prayer is that she fucking called Nicki Minaj out, but have you ever seen her do that in her rap game? Right. Nicki followed little Kim's footsteps, but Nicki had beef with everybody, and it started with little Kim. All this crazy, says the man. Nicki versus Don, Beckhams family drama, and now Taylor Swift messages expose all of this. Charm, did you know? Charm. Charm. Blake Lively and Taylor Swift has entered the chat again. It's a lot going on, and we only day 21 of January. Little Kim has never done that to my knowledge. Thank you, Capricorn. Never. Kim is the kindest, sweetest person. Thank you, Noel. Oh, Noel, the Taylor Swift. Oh my God, it's mortifying. But I'm gonna have to do a reading on that unless somebody copies me first and does it before me. Oh, the T-Swifties. Oh, first, her engagement is canceled, but I predicted that, so I'm gonna post that later. Second, she's got this chat between Blake Lively and her, text messages that are now being exposed, showing how she told Swifty, I need your help. And Swifty going, I'll do anything for you, even lie for you. The reason she came at Little Kim is because you have to knock down number one in order to be number one in her book. That's why 50 Cent came for Ja Rule at the beginning of his career. But Ja Rule sucked, right? Ja Rule sucked, right? He put out records that were like, F this bitch. And I don't think that's the same, right? Because the men rapping, they were disgusting rappers from jump. So if they went after each other, good. I'm saying Little Kim never went after anyone. And Nicki and Little Kim should have both been parallel, doing their thing, loving on each other. Why did we have to have a female rap ugly? That's what I'm saying. And that's what she did to her. Because she wanted to be on top, but she annihilated her. Ja Rule does suck. Well, that's a Jay-Z thing. I don't know if I'm quite going to blame Beyonce, but Jay-Z would know how to market that first before her. Now, Kathy White, I don't know. I can't say I don't know. I don't know. Beyonce might have something to do with Kathy White, but I don't know about Little Kim. Lil Kim is it, and we have never heard a story about her feud with any other female rappers. Boom. Boom. That's all I'm saying. And people love to say Nicki supports women. How? Nicki hates women. She attacks every woman who becomes a success. She even went after SZA. She's not playing with the full deck. Now that's true. She is not playing with the full deck. Let me see if I get anything else to show you. Oh, Lord. Somebody's going to jail, Nicki. Somebody's going to jail. You're going to have a full meltdown because there's just no money here. I don't hear anything about her album that's supposed to come out in less than 2 months. Somebody's going to jail. You're going to have a full public meltdown. And I don't know who this woman is, but she's coming up a couple of times. Somebody's being groomed to outdo Nicki. Somebody else is being groomed. But this could be Cardi too. This could be Cardi. Cardi's taking money from her. Maybe it's Cardi. Now I'm thinking about it because Cardi's a Libra. They want Nicki replaced. And when I say they, I mean the industry. And isn't that Jay-Z? Aren't we back to Jay-Z again? Good luck, Nicki. Just the way you joined MAGA to think that the judge would give you grace and not sell this home, you forget Jay-Z knows judges. You forget you're dealing in an old boys network. Old, OLD boys network. They all know each other. So I think you fucked over too many people. I think your home has to be sold. Where are you going to live, Nicki? What commoners place are you going to live in? Your best bet is to go back to Trinidad, but now your own people don't want you. Weirdo. Who's an Aquarius? Who's an Aquarius? Hopefully it's Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, she's an Aquarius. Oh, well. I'm looking for air sign people to take over. That's what I'm saying, Capricorn. We saw Little Kim bleach her skin because of how badly Nicki came for her. That's what I'm saying. And right now she's running around like a little munchkin. Munchkinland. Like she is messed up from the floor up. It's so sad. call me ugly. I would just say, "You right. You right." And I'm about to put this ugly on you. Call me ugly. I want someone to call me ugly because I'm going to be like, "You right. You're right." Once that crazy comes out of me, oh my God. Oh my God. Hopefully it's Megan. Yeah, I think it could be Megan now that you mention it. Biggie messed her up mentally. Niggas will mess a woman up. Any woman that lets a man mess them up, like, come on. At least back in the day, I could see it. 2026, y'all better not be letting a man mess y'all up. Y'all better stop. Because no matter how you slice it, in the end, you only have you. You got you got your family. But a man, there's always going to be the thousands of men that will cheat, that will take advantage of you, that will have the neighborhood looking at you crazy. When it gets to that point, please leave. Please take your beautiful selves and recalibrate and learn your lessons and never revisit another man that could do that to you. Now, I'm not saying don't date men. I'm saying if you're habitually dating the wrong man, notice the signs so that you could live in peace. I habitually get to certain types of men coming to me, and you know what I tell them, motherfuckers? I've met you. And they're like, what? What? I'm like, I've met you. So no, I can't date you. They don't understand. And I don't bother explaining. I don't bother explaining. It is what it is. The bottom line is no is a whole sentence. Oh, do you want to go out and date? No. No. Yeah, privilege? No. Thank you for asking me as if that's something I wanted or needed. But the answer is no. I'm good. You don't even know me. Oh, I do. I met you before. We're when? Oh, no. That's not the point. I'm good. Because I noticed the signs. If you give a man 10 minutes, he will tell on himself. He will tell what a crappy husband he was. He will tell you how he has not visited his children in 20 years. He will come up with all kinds of excuses. One guy said to me, I got my own place, but it's not a nice place, but at least I got my own. No, I'm not dating you. That means your bed is full of bugs, nigga. No. It's not a nice place. Fuck out of here. And you got to have a nice place. The fuck are we talking about? Oh my God. No, I think I'm going to be alone. Happily alone. Clock that. Oh, that's why she shines so bright. She got that Leo moon. Wow. You got a Leo moon too, right, Tom? Lil' Kim was beautiful. She really was beautiful. I wish she could have seen herself through our eyes. Biggie didn't deserve us. Biggie was a bitch. And he treated Faith like dirt, too. Faith didn't fare out so well either. Fuck that bitch, too. Yep. Oh, all right. Let's get this final outcome moving. I'm ready to stop. I am officially shutting my antennas down. Look at God. He didn't want me to suffer. Dilettante. Dilettante, right side up. Delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Well, she's being alerted and probably has been alerted, but her crazy mind doesn't listen to the inside voices in her head to say, girl, you better stop. Girl, you better stop. So, a lover of fine arts who never rises above the level of an amateur. Greatest rapper of all times. She stole people's identity. By extension, a jack of all trades, master of none. Amateur applies to the realm of sports or useful arts, such as cooking, gardening, rapping. Both can alert you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits or losing the love that drew you to your avocation in the first place. Look for a pattern of delighting in the arts and in other areas of endeavor without going very deep. Spirit don't never lie. Spirit don't never lie. Spirit don't never lie. Wow, this card reading, Nikki down. Yes. Hi, Leo rising. Girl, if you have a Leo rising, you coming back. Anybody that's got Leo in them will not stay down long. You coming back. Make this the year 2026 of your comeback. That's what I do for a living. I encourage. But anybody with the Leo, Leo moon, Leo rising, Leo Venus, Leo Mars, Leo Mercury, no. There will be a comeback always. The trick is, what did you learn? So make sure you understand your lessons so that you can come back quicker. All right? And nothing's wrong with being in a shelter. At least you have a safe place to lay your head. And I applaud that. And only through your Leo rising did you get in. That's the lucky Leo. I plan to this year. You will. I'm not worried. I love Leo moons. I'm a Leo moon. Hi, brown sugar. Or the Leos in the house. Ooh, wait a minute. All right, I'm out. Kim looked so good in 2001 before she went overboard with the surgeries. Yes, that's when she had the pasties on. Yeah, that was a sexual revolution for a lot of women when Kim came out and spread those legs on them posters with them pasties, and she was like, woman. And we were like, and we followed suit. She was amazing. So, love you, little Kim. Nikki, go to hell, and you're about to lose your house. Boom. Bye, y'all. Oh, my God. Good day. Call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. Where's Vic Came Chicks? I'm looking for hers. I'm looking for Vic Came Chicks. There you go. Love you guys. Take it easy. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And new day. Tracy Brown lit the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lit the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.